Hey guys, so we have an unboxing here of the Huawei P30 Pro. Now, obviously Huawei's been in the news quite a bit over the past week. And leading up to this, guys, for a really long time, you've had the US government and a bunch of other governments accusing Huawei of basically being a Chinese spy tool. So, of working with the Chinese government. Now, this, of course, really escalated about a week ago when the US blacklisted Huawei. So what this did is it stopped US companies from working with Huawei. So first you have Google saying they're no longer giving Android updates. You have micro SD cards pulling out. You have ARM pulling out, who of course contribute to the chipsets. So really guys, I mean, this is a pretty big problem for Huawei. Now that said, I see a lot of, a lot of YouTube channels giving their thoughts on it, saying who's right or who's wrong. Now I'm not going to cover that as much in this video because most of the stuff regarding whether Huawei, whether they are a spy tool, whether they're working with the Chinese government, I mean, to be honest, guys, I don't know the answer. Most people in the media, of course, don't know the answer. So it is pretty tough to say that. Now, during the past couple years, Huawei smartphone sales have completely skyrocketed. So they've recently passed Apple, and they're pretty close to #1 Samsung. They're also doing their new network, their new 5G network in a lot of areas, including potentially Europe. So again, guys, Huawei, they're really taking over the market, but this new news could definitely handicap things. So in the box here, guys, we have your usual instructions, the phone, a power adapter, and a USB-C cable, and some headphones. So yeah, pretty good unboxing. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about the future of Huawei because while I do feel this ban is pretty severe, things can change pretty quickly. Maybe there's a trade deal in the next few days. So, again, guys, I'm not going to talk too much about that, but I will talk about how the news affects this phone. So the US government has given Google 90 days to continue working with Huawei. So that means you get 90 more days of Android software updates. Now again, guys, for future phones, this may be a bigger issue. So for a future Huawei phone, you may not have the Play Store at all. You may not have YouTube, like any type of Google app. You may not have Gmail. But for this phone, you should keep all that. Now again, after 90 days, you may lose Android software updates. Guys, I mean, it's not like Android's going to stop working. It's not like the YouTube app's going to stop working. So at least for this phone, it's not a huge deal. Whereas with future Huawei phones, it may be a bigger deal. So again, guys, things can change pretty quickly. So maybe the US and China come to an agreement during the next 90 days, and this will continue getting Android software updates. But again, maybe that won't happen. Guys, I mean, it's really tough to make this video because things can change extremely quickly. Huawei will probably also have their own OS reportedly called Hongmeng available. So again, guys, worst case scenario, this still will work. You just may not get Android software updates. So yeah, guys, I mean, Huawei over the past year, with the P30 Pro, the Mate 30 Pro, I mean, they are really good phones. So I'm hoping that this does not lose Android in the future. I'm hoping we'll still have access to Google Play services. I'm hoping that if Huawei does have to use their own OS, that it will end up being a good one. But again, guys, at this point, things are really up in the air. So for most people, if you're thinking about getting the P30, if you're considering between this, the Galaxy, the iPhone, whatever, before either buying or not buying a phone, I would definitely say wait a few weeks. Now, all that said, this is a really good quality phone. It has great cameras on it, supposedly great speakers. It's supposed to be pretty quick. And we really have not focused on that. So I will be focusing on that right here in the video, video in the top right corner. So comparison between the iPhone XS Max. Also, we'll be comparing it to the Galaxy S10 Plus, older Huawei phones, and maybe some other brands. So thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. And I'll see you next video.